Hey there guys, and welcome back to another War Thunder video. And yes, you're looking at it right, this is Naval Forces, and we are looking at the brand new Jaguar. This is a patrol craft, and I absolutely love this thing, but this video is going to give my honest opinion on Naval Forces at this current state and this current patch. Now, a lot has changed since my last video. As you'll see here, actually things are working this time, such as my torpedo, and I was trying to actually figure out how to use it here. But it's actually quite simple, and it works quite well. It definitely is quite effective. The Jaguar has a twin 40mm setup, by the way, which is absolutely devastating, and with 3 different types of belts to pick from, which is very awesome. Actually has like 4 different belts. You just get to have a selection of 3 on hand. However, I'm going to leave my personal opinion as I body slam a person on my starboard side. And I light up a couple of fools in the meantime. Hopefully you guys will enjoy watching this while I banter on, apparently. Anyway, starting off, the new lighting and effects, the new reticule, the new everything here as you're seeing. I love this new binocular view. It does help out quite a lot. And I'm very, very happy about this. And also this is a lot more organized, I feel, and a lot smoother and cleaner than it was before. Whoever is working on Naval Forces, keep it up in terms of that aspect. This is absolutely running beautifully. And I cannot emphasize enough how much fun I actually had in this match. It was actually, I've had more fun in this match alone than I have had in the past year of playing War Thunder. And I'm really, really happy to see this, but I do have some major concerns. One is what you'll see later on with the reward. And this was a 6-kill match with a bunch of assists as well. And now the Jaguar, the ships right now cost a lot to spawn in. And this is really making this, I'm just going to get the negatives out of the way first here with, this is going to make Naval Forces almost unplayable to the vast majority of people actually wanting to do it. If this ship is only a battle rating of a 3.7, which, I mean, it could be more mid-tier. I'm not entirely sure myself. A trick tree has not been released showing where, like, this Jaguar is going to be placed. However, it is facing some of the earlier ships from just the designs alone. So that being said, it is most likely an earlier ship. And the factor that this ship costs somewhere in the realm of 12,000 to spawn in, and each, as you can tell here, not making very many credits, in return. And you'll see when I spawn in, I am actually already down almost 10,000 credits, and from 3 kills, only made 5 grand. This better change. If this does not, Naval Forces already is going to be dying as it is. Unless if you have tons and tons and tons of credits to just blow, I honestly would say stay away from Naval Forces because it is not worth it in terms of the credit grind. And I know it's still in closed access. It is open for the moment, I believe, for closed access purchasers, such as myself. However, this better change because I mean this game almost bankrupted me, not on broker and crap as it is, but that reward is negligible. Now, before in the previous tests, and the reason why I'm really concerned about this, and I'm bringing it up as, once again, I stated, this is closed access, as far as I know anyway, is that the previous accesses didn't cost anything to spawn in as a ship in order to give you any XP. This is actually costing you this time. And this is what's really making me scared, is it's costing you and it's actually giving you a reward this time. So either this is actually the product of what we're going to see, and honestly I would not be surprised with this at the current streak Gaijin's been on currently. But if that's the case, then as far as excited as I am for Naval Forces to come out, I can't afford it. And if I can't afford it, and I'm more mid-level, much like with a lot of other people, nor can they. Now, once again, if you have millions of credits saved up and you're not buying everything as it comes across, such as I, then yeah, go right ahead. It's going to be a ton of fun. I had a blast during this match. But that alone will actually probably keep me out of naval forces for probably the next rest of this whole test session. Just because I can't afford to stay in. Which does really suck. And that does really put a big ding. Now, as far as everything else goes, these ships don't actually have proper stats at the moment, as far as I could tell, if you look at stat cards themselves. So, as far as actually looking at them in the hangar and knowing where things are, that's really a hard one. And you'll see here, I kind of strafe down the sides of a lot of these ships just to see where shit is. And actually where I could pen. These 40mm have a really good amount of penetration. But even then, you got to be really careful where you're actually shooting things. As you can tell here, it takes quite a bit to sink another ship, which I do love. Honestly, I do actually love this. It allows for, in my opinion, more of a dramatic, interactive gameplay, and is not just done and over in one shot. Now, of course, if you get shot in a small boat like this, I say small boat, it's actually a ship, more or less, by one of the 75mm radio destroy. Yes, and there is actually radio fuse shells, as will be shown later on when I look over a couple stats. Yeah, you're going down. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Either your ship itself has just been blown up, or something of the sort. Otherwise, another issue I'm going to address right now. And I mean, this is one I'm actually perfectly okay, which is why I'm putting this one after the previous. And here's the high velocity or the radio fuse. Anyway, the reason I'm bringing this one up is aircraft. Now, aircraft in reality had a tremendously horrid record against ships. As even during the Pacific, we had to send wings after wings of torpedo bombers or dive bombers after groups of ships, and with what is essentially a blockade force, and with ships that specialize in AA, such as the destroyers we have and patrol boats, aircraft have a really hard time, as you'll see later on. And honestly, I'm perfectly okay with this. And I mean, the thing I kind of have issue with is their AI-controlled turrets on your ship. Now, I don't mind this in the aspect of, you've got multiple crew and lots of different weapons. And yes, it was true that, I mean, obviously, not one person can control every weapon. So, well, the weapons themselves do automatically target from now and then. Now, the AI is actually incredibly accurate, however. But it does lend itself to be really, really tedious, however, for aircraft to even do anything. Which, once again, is true to real life, as we have some pretty bad records of aircraft versus ships. But this right here is what I really love, is just lobbing shots against other ships. This guy I don't actually take out, as I am really kind of clueless as to where to shoot this guy. I'm trying to shoot his bow, see if I can ammo rack him. Unfortunately, the Asheville gets me in the end, as I do take just a few too many shots. However, I'm now out of ships, and I'm now in aircraft, and my team has been absolutely wiped. You can now see I'm down 30,000 credits with barely more than 12,000 actually made. And no, I only started with 56,000 this game. I mean, I did not have many credits in my account at the time. However, I do love the way the ships are performing. They absolutely feel amazing. I love the way they're set up. I love how organized everything is, how easy it is to access, especially with a controller. It's very easy to use, very, very friendly. The targeting is absolutely awesome. I do enjoy it. The torpedoes, I mean, I can understand the system on why they did what they did, but torpedoes are a little bit iffy for me. For ships that have such a shallow draught, I believe is the term, torpedoes seem to apparently skim across the water. So killing patrol boats with torpedoes is definitely a thing. However, you can see here the AA is starting to light me up as they are in our spawn, and I'm in the world's slowest plane. But anyway, guys, as far as good points go, I pretty much covered, and you probably just saw everything good about this. It is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful aspect, and this was a night match on the new map, which I am really excited to see here. And there goes my wing, of course. And I am really, really excited to see this come out in full force. I'm just really concerned, however, about the risk and reward for the reward return anyway for the whole thing. If this stays as it is, it's going to be unplayable. There will be no reason for anybody to do this except for just pure fun aspect. But in order to even do that, you'd have to have such an abundance of credits that it'd be unfeasible. And as I'm showing here, I'm the absolute last person left. Yay. Goody. It is just... It was fun. I honestly had a lot of fun during this. I cannot say all too much more. It's just that it was an absolute ball of fun to go in there with a whole bunch of, ships that are on fire, trading shots with the giant cannons going overhead, and going in there with a smaller craft such as the Jaguar, which is an absolutely phenomenal aircraft ship. As also, here's the thing with AA. It is quite long range. And it was absolutely fun. I mean, talking about just the Jaguar itself, which I kind of intended to do this video, but it turned into a different thing. It was a very fast ship. It has twin 40 millimeters. What else can I say? It seems to be a good ship. I don't know where it's going to place, however, on the tree. I have the snow boot, and I absolutely love the thing. However, I have no idea where that's going to be on the tree. I really can't give an honest review of it yet, or any of these ships at the time, because everything's subject to change, and where things will be placed. Anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of 78 XP. Goodbye.